Sometimes a trade setup just screams, take me. Today I want to review such a setup on a trade I took a few days ago in the DAX mini futures. Make sure to stick around till the end when I will share my thoughts on how the trade went. But first let's look at the results in terms of numbers. Here you can see the graph of the trade. I entered around here, I exited here. The cross P&L was 99 euros and after cost I made 98 euros. And my realized reward to risk was only 0.2. Not great at all, especially considering the potential it had. Here you can see the setup on the daily chart and trading view. You can see here on the daily chart, we're on a nice downtrend. We had the break below this 14,800 level, dipped down, came back up, and now we're about to maybe retest the breakout zone. For me, there were two ways to enter this trade. Either I put a limit order around here with a stop above all of these resistance levels or even a bit higher. Or the second option would be to wait for a better intraday signal and confirmation. I decided to go for the limit order because I don't want to watch the markets all the time and I had other things to do on that day. But let me know what you think. What would you have done? So my decision was to enter the short trade with a limit order at 14,790 points and a stop above all of this resistance. And I basically decided to go on top of this bar here and give it even a bit more. So I decided for 15,265 as my initial stop. Size-wise, I only took one lot because this is already too much risk for my current trading level. In terms of target area, I think we should at least test the bottom of this little congestion area here. So somewhere around 14,200 points, which would give me a water risk ratio of only 1.2. It's not great, but potentially it can go much lower. So I'm happy to take this trade. Now let's see what happens on the hourly time frame. Well, as you can see, trending higher and higher. Boom, and we get filled. And of course, we overshoot a little bit. Nothing to worry. Then throughout the day, pushing lower, a bit higher again. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I don't really want to see price going above this level again. So this will be my new stop level, just above here at 14,950. So I already reduced my risk a lot. So overnight, nothing happened. And then the next day, boom, we open lower. We break through this little support area here, which is nice. We continue lower. And then we run into a little bit of trouble. So you can see here, we have a new congestion area and we have a lot of wicks that are down here. There's no wicks up, so it seems like we have some support here. Now I'm thinking what to do. I can either put my stop around the break-even mark, so somewhere around here, because we should not go up there again if the downtrend is still correct, or I can pull it much tighter with the risk of being stopped out. In fact, here I'm thinking, okay, we're moving within this one bar. All the closes are within this bar. So most likely we will break out of here, take out stops and go down again. On the other hand, if this happens, I'm happy to take my stop, take a small profit, and re-enter if we break below this level. Because I see the problem that if we break out and we really break out of this small concession, we might then attack the high, the swing high of here again, and this would be disaster. So now I decide, okay, I'll just put my stop just above here at 14,690 and see what happens. As you can see, more wigs, and we come really close the after hours, really close again. Not stopped out overnight, nothing really happens. Looks like, okay, maybe we are holding. And then the next morning, boom, of course, I get stopped out. It looks like it's a fake. Let's see. So what are my thoughts on this trade? It was a great daily setup. There was confluence with a retest of a breakout level. There was a downward trend line, and actually there's also a Fibonacci level that I didn't notice at the time. The risk was too large for me technically, so I probably should have waited for confirmation on the hourly. However, as I mentioned, emotionally, I do not want to spend too much time in front of the screen. So that's why I chose to go for the rather lazy limit order option. It didn't have the best obvious reward to risk ratio. However, I think there was a lot of potential. And I think there still is a lot of potential in this trade. And plan to go back in. And actually, as you can see on this graph already, we did break below and I'm back in now. Let's see how this trade turns out. In terms of the stop that I had to take, I think it's fine. If this review was interesting for you, make sure to hit the like button. Happy trading and see you next time.